Hi guys, Ken Chigbo, aka Ken FX Freak, back with another week roundup and look ahead. Last week marked the 7th consecutive week of dollar selling. However, I believe we're starting to see that gradually shift towards a technical recovery. You can see with that weekly candle last week right here, it looks like we are set to see a bit of recovery for the dollar, supported by two fundamental factors. One, the jobs, NFP, non-farm payrolls, decent amount of jobs added, over 1.7 million, BT expectations of around 1.6 million, and the unemployment rate dropping better than expected as well, which is good, supportive for that dollar recovery. And I think markets need that excuse, right? A technical correction, but there's a fundamental reason to see the dollar recover. So that's what I'm looking for the dollar to recover this week. And also over the weekend, President Trump passed an executive order because there's a failure of talks between in Congress. So he's passed this executive order so that people can get their unemployment benefits and fiscal stimulus for the economy, which citizens really, really need. In terms of this week, let's just take a look at what's on my technical watch list. Gold, let's just pull this up. We had a bit of a pullback for gold prices, as you can see, pulled back there on a daily on Friday. I'll show you the 1 hour chart of what I'm looking for. So we bounce around this 50% Fibonacci area here. Watch out for a breakout where we are now, just above this range where we capped there in those last sort of 2 hourly candlesticks. I'm looking for this to extend to the upside and re-challenge the highs of last week and go on even potentially further to the north. Euro dollar, with that dollar recovery near term, I'm expecting euro dollar near term to pull back. You see this trend line here? Okay. Breakout, retest, watch for rejections, and for that to drop down below 116. It's going to take a look at GBP dollar. Near-term downside potential here. We've got this M structure. Here's our first arch. Here's the neckline. Here's our second arch. So watch for, once this loads, watch out for a breakout and retest of that neckline to head to the downside. But then on the other hand, I see some potential upside for GJ. As you can see here, got a flag structure. Watch for the breakout, retest around the highs of last week at 39.20. And then to extend well into 140. I'm looking at 141 actually for GJ. And very lastly, of Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar continue to buy on those dips. So watch out for this trend line here. I'd like to see a bounce and then extend to the upside, as you can see. My target would initially be sort of 72.25. Breakout and retest that, and then a push towards into $73. 73.00 territory. So some more upside for AUD as well. So a bit of mixed performances for certain currencies versus the dollar. I just think it's going to be a bit of technical correction needed for the USD against some of its peers. In terms of this week, a couple of data points where we could see a bit of downside for GBP. We've got GDP data, so growth for the UK, not expected to be good at all, and jobs as well, which I'm not expecting to be great at all, which could force some selling pressure for GBP. We've got the RBNZ, so the New Zealand Central Bank. Not expecting much there. We've got this huge weekly support for NZD, as you can see here. So we either breakout and retest that to the downside, or we get a nice bounce and extend to the upside. But for me, I don't think the RBNZ would do anything. And maybe that supports NZD as long as they're not too dovish or don't talk about negative rates. Other than that, that's it from me. Thank you very much. Have an amazing week.